3 of scared. This is the most scared I've ever been.
Come latte with us.
For you, I'd marry the monster. Your mother.
If you, like me, simply can't wait for the hotly anticipated next season of You, you might be wondering where the show will go next. The end of Season 2 left our murderous main character Joe Goldberg, played by Penn Badgley, in a bit of a cliffhanger, with his future headed in one direction and his dreams, obsessions, taking him in another.
What could go wrong?
We both have done bad things. I wanted to move here so that we could start new.
Netflix has given the green light to Season 3 of You, so we know it's definitely happening. But filming of Season 3 was delayed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Still, we have a pretty good idea of what to expect, aside from, stalking and cold-blooded murder. When will You Season 3 come out? Deadline confirmed in April 2021 that following several COVID-19 related production delays, filming on You Season 3 was completed and the show will premiere in Q4 of 2021.
Normal neighbors next door. We are a team.
The best team.
Showrunner Sera Gamble confirmed in February of 2020 that they'd started work on Season 3. There's also an official Twitter account that provides updates about the writing room. Some of the best details to be revealed: that the 8th episode of the season is batshit, and that anal beads may or may not be involved in the season. Is there a trailer for You Season 3? On August 30, Netflix dropped the first tasty teaser for the new season, which announced that Season 3 would begin streaming on October 15. In the first trailer, Joe bakes a beautiful birthday cake for their new son, filled with what we can only hope is a gooey strawberry center and not blood.
Being your dad is changing me. For you.
In the tantalizing clip, we hear Joe's trademark voiceover reveal his son's name, Henry, and his regret that he and Love birthed a son instead of an expected daughter. And I would be lying if I said the thought of a mini-me was purely exciting and not without challenges.
Soulless suburb.
Come latte with us.
For you, I'd marry the monster. Your mother, Love. What could go?
Let's just say I'm hoping you'll do as I say and not as I do, he recites. Us too, Joe. He continues, but for you I can change. Again, us too, Joe. In the trailer, Joe says, "This is the most scared I've ever been."
Have done bad things. I wanted to move here so that we could start new.
We are just the nice, normal neighbors next door. We are a team.
The best team.
Cue a baby crying. I've always believed in the one, he says. I moved to some soulless suburb. For you, I'd marry the monster. Your mother, Love. What could go wrong? We're just the nice, normal neighbors next door.
Oh no, this is bad. So now I have you. Things will be different.
We see Love hitting someone with a rolling pin and lifting an axe to strike someone else, at least one dead body, Joe lifting a bow and arrow, and the couple burying a body while their baby coos in its stroller. I never thought to wonder, what happens after boy gets girl? Joe says in a voiceover. Netflix also dropped first look photos, giving a glimpse at Joe and Love's new life in Linda, a Northern California suburb.
Directed.
Are you okay? You look paler than usual.
I think we need to go to couples therapy.
While Love works at a bakery, Joe's on daddy duty, bringing baby Henry with him around town. One image even shows Joe wearing his stocking hat with Henry strapped to his body into a baby carrier. Also, the cage has made the trip to NorCal. Hopefully they show how he's been transporting that thing.
Which isn't really built for secrets.
There's no such thing as privacy in Linda.
If waiting for Season 3 seems impossible, you're in luck. Caroline Kepnes, who penned the book Hidden Bodies that You is based on, released the third book in the You series, titled You Love Me. Kepnes is also already working on a fourth book. Could that mean a guaranteed fourth season for the show? The third book's synopsis reads, Joe Goldberg is done with the cities. He's done with the muck and the posers, done with love. Now he's saying hello to nature, to simple pleasures on a cozy island in the Pacific Northwest. For the first time in a long time, he can just breathe. He gets a job at the local library. He does know a thing or two about books, and that's where he meets her, Mary Kay DiMarco.
You obsessed with her? Why don't you love me anymore?
I was plotting something and I can feel it.
Librarian. Joe won't meddle, he will not obsess. He'll win her the old-fashioned way, by providing a shoulder to cry on, a helping hand. Over time, they'll both heal their wounds and begin their happily ever after in this sleepy town. Of course, the second book and season were very different. Love is not a psycho killer in the books, but she does forgive Joe for his, transgressions. Not to mention, Joe is in jail in the books.
Why does everybody think I'm impulsive?
You are not making me kill anyone!
So while You Love Me might not provide a clear outline for the third season, it will give you a murder fix until the Netflix series returns. Showrunner Sera Gamble told Us Weekly that the third season will feature individual storylines for Love. The intention is to build her out, her point of view, her desires, her problems, in a way that makes her feel as fully realized as her troubled romantic partner.
One of you is going to kill your spouse. You're many things, but you are not murderers.
I never thought to wonder.
A Vulture piece that was published in August 2021 teased more details about the upcoming plot and how the show's central pair handle the challenges of being new parents. Joe is a golly gee young father living in a fictional Bay Area suburb populated by tech billionaires, anti-vaxxers, and mommy bloggers. It read, his new wife, Love Quinn, Victoria Pedretti, is just as willing to kill for love as Joe is, but his violent tendencies remain unsated.
Happens after boy gets girl.
We're a team, okay? Till death do us part.
What happened in You Season 2? The second season of You found our romance-obsessed lead, Joe Goldberg, transplanted to the West Coast, ready to start fresh in his version of Hell Los Angeles. He changes his name to Will, gets a job at a vegan grocery store/book cafe, befriends his journalist neighbor and her spunky sister, and has seemingly abandoned his violent practices. Until Love, Victoria Pedretti, that is, Joe ends up being the good guy, sort of, at the end of the season, finally admitting his faults and trapping himself in his glass cage until Love takes matters into her own twisted hands. She kills Joe's ex and neighbor, Candace and Delilah, and gaslights her brother, 40, until he's killed by a cop investigating the Quinn family. She also reveals her pregnancy to Joe, who subsequently feels trapped in Love's suburban fairytale fantasy. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina Alum Taddy, Gabrielle is also joining the cast as Marianne, a no-nonsense librarian who sees through the town's rich, oblivious residents. Per Deadline, beneath her practical, buttoned-up exterior, Marianne is hiding personal struggles that continue to set her back, hard as she tries to create a better life for herself and her young child. Sounds like she'll quickly befriend Joe, though whether she'll survive the friendship could go either way. Scott Speedman is also joining the growing cast. According to Netflix, the actor will play Matthew, a successful CEO's husband and uncommunicative father. Perhaps Joe and Love's child will befriend Matthew's, though we know how much Joe can't stand bad dads. The Netflix description of Matthew continues, he's reserved, mysterious, and has a tendency to be withdrawn, all of which masks a deep well of emotion underneath. As for fan favorites from seasons 1 and 2, it's hard to say. In You, No One Dead Truly Stays Gone, consider Candace, Amber Childers, who fans thought was just a ghost in season 1. But she was alive and kinda. Well, in season 2, not for long though. Perhaps she'll show up in season 3, yet again as a figment of Joe's imagination. Then there's Guinevere Beck, Elizabeth Lale, who was killed at the end of season 1 but popped up in a few season 2 episodes as a ghost haunting Joe's consciousness. And while the actor who played Love's brother, 40 Quinn, James Scully, hasn't said anything about being back on set and did die in the season 2 finale, we'd imagine he'll be back in season 3 in flashback form as Love processes the grief from his tragic passing.